This VBook is for the PDMA Meetup ICE Squared event. The purpose of the VBook or the web book, is to provide a streamlined focus view of ICE, specifically for the PDAM Meetup, which was on the 19th of May, 2016. In this web book, we go through how this event was announced. It was a proposed 50-minute session. Talks a little bit about that. We work through the startup ecosystem, where we talk about the startup ecosystem in the Cincinnati region, consisting of partners and portals, where a portal is a group of partners that are available in some sort of together fashion. There are several different portals in the region. They have different forms of portals. And also then talk about, are there also the identified portal, centrifuge being one of those. Why ICE? Need to understand that. ICE stands for Innovation, Commercialization, and Entrepreneurship, where innovation is creating things that provide value. Commercialization has to do with discovering ways to monetize the value of the innovation. Entrepreneurship has to do with creating a compelling business plan and then harnessing the energy necessary for planned execution. So startup success then can be thought of as residing at the intersection of innovation, commercialization, and entrepreneurship. And that's the whole idea of what ICE is all about. Well, what in the world is ICE Squared? ICE Squared, there are many different tools that can be applied to the concept of integration, commercialization, and entrepreneurship. And ICE Squared has to do with applying those tools to ICE itself. So applying the ICE tools to the whole concept of ICE. The goal then of the ICE Squared event is to identify 3 things that we could do to solidify the Cincinnati region as an ICE epicenter. Then define the next steps we can do for each thing, and finally to identify ECAPLs, or energetic, champion, advocate, passionate leaders, to drive the things that we identify. The process used at the ICE Squared event has to do with walking through a set of LEADA steps: lean, ideation to action, introduction, create ideas, form teams, and so forth. Work through all this. Critical to this step is this idea of the ECAPL, which we mentioned a minute ago. ECAPL is an energetic, champion, advocate, passionate leader, where for purposes of the ICE Squared event, we think of energy as equal to passion plus time. And passion has to do with, well, what if you have passion, or likely to have passion, if you thought you spent 1 hour doing something, and you look at the clock and you actually spent 4. So the idea is that in order for any of these ideas to have success, the idea must have an ECAPL: energy, passion plus time. If you have no passion, you have no energy. If you have no time, you have no energy. So both are critical. So that's the idea of ECAPL. So that's the process. Looking at the results, we had 3 ideas that we identified, and we'll talk more about these in a separate web book. The homepage for the PDMA 19 May 2016 ICE Square event is www.legumetech.com/LGS/ICE PDMA.